So let me introduce our team members. So the first one is Iza, second is Shamimi, third is Auni, lastly me, Ikmal. And we'll go to the first part, is introduction. This part will be presented by Auni.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Auni Awada. So we go to the part introduction, which is in the fast-paced restaurant industry where every meal served come with a cost accounting serve as the backbone of success. Accurate accounting guarantee efficient operation and profitability in everything from taking daily sales and expecting earnings to managing inventory and regulating food expenses. Effective accounting practice allow restaurant owners and managers to track revenue, control expenses, manage inventory and monitor cash flow, all of which are critical for profitability. So in this assignment, we talk about the restaurant background and other things. In this group, there are 4 people, which are Nur Ain Shamimi, Nur Iza, Muhammad Nur Ikmal, and also Auni Awada. We go to the business background, which is name of the business. Sarah McLean was owned by Puan Maslina binti Mazlan, aged 39 years old and from Mertakap Pahang. With her knowledge about how to start a business and her experience as a student who had their own hardship, she decided to open a restaurant called Selera McLean. Selera McLean business activity is providing food and drinks such as nasi lemak for breakfast, and they also have various types of side dish for lunch and dinner so that customer can come and enjoy the food. Selera McLean also do the catering service for the forestry department. They provide what the customer wants for the event. So we go to the part of type of the business. The type of business entity is a sole proprietorship because the owner is only one, which is in Puan Mazlinda. So all about the management and control are managed by the owner. And the profit belongs to the owner and any losses incurred will be borne by the owner. The next part is location of the business. The Selera McLean is located at number 4 Kedai MPT Simpang Kemasul 28400 Mentakap Pahang, Malaysia. The owners, Puan Mazlinda, had decided to open a restaurant which is not far away from his house. The position of her restaurant that had been chosen by her is strategic position. This is because the restaurant is not only close to the house but also the people surrounding and also near Batu Lima camp. The location is also near to main roads and motorways so that people surrounding can come to her restaurant and enjoy her food that they serve. This has good parking access and easy for customer to parking. So for the capital contribution, so the capital amount that has been started require financing amounting to RM2100 until 5,000. Through this finances, Selera McLean was able to start a business by purchasing fixed asset and other items that need to run the business. The business asset may include the furniture for the comfort of the customer such as chair and tables. So the last part of business background is business activity. The Selera McLean that opens at 5 am until 4 pm. Any customer can come to the restaurant at any time they want. The restaurant provides breakfast, lunch and also high tea because the restaurant open early in the morning. They are open Monday until Saturday and Sunday is off day. Now we go to the business characteristic. The first one is business registration. The Selera McLean is a restaurant and a sole proprietorship business registered under the Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM. Selera McLean opened its business on 16 November 2019. The owner of the restaurant is Puan Mazlinda binti Mazlan. Hence, she can manage it with flexibility. Before this, Puan Mazlinda opened the name of the business is Lin and Pian Enterprise. But after 6 years, she refused to change the name of the restaurant to Selera McLean. The second is capital and business ownership. For the capital, it will be contributed as much as RM2100 until 500 by Puan Mazlinda, and from this amount, she started this restaurant business by purchasing a fixed asset and other things that are required for her restaurant, especially furniture into their shop such as table, chair, fan, gas stove and other things. The owner of the restaurant is Puan Mazlinda binti Mazlan. Next, we go to management and control. Puan Mazlinda enjoy her profit because she doesn't need to pay a lot of staff because she only hired 3 workers that are in charge of cooking, waiter and cashier. She may need to employ technicians if there are any damage or for maintenance purpose. Although Puan Mazlinda is the sole owner for Selera McLean and may need to pay corporate income tax, that she is still required to pay individual income tax depending on the Selera McLean's earnings. Puan Mazlina need to pay the workers for every week for the salary for their job in the restaurant. So the next part is liability. Liability of Seller Madeline is unlimited. In other words, if Seller Madeline fail its business and the assets are not enough to cover Puan Mazlina debts, the creditor or payables have a right against Puan Mazlinda personal asset or properties. In the beginning, the restaurant were open. Puan Mazlinda had a loan with Bank Rakyat, which is microfinancing of people banks and small vendors. So the last part is book of account. In the sole proprietorship, there are no obligation to keep the books and prepare accounts, but Puan Mazlinda has always been an accountable person and have to take responsibility from any mistake that a worker do. So she created books and account keeping for Seller Madeline, which is started in 16 November 2019. Therefore, Seller Madeline is a business that doesn't need to keep a book and account. Seller Madeline is still record all of the transaction for the sales. They opened a new accounting system which can calculate all of the profit and loss.
My name is Anisha Mimi. I will present the classification of business items focusing on assets, liabilities, equity, revenue and expenses. I will use a practical example from a real business which is Seller Madeline. It starts with assets. Assets are the resources owned by a business to support its operation. For Seller Madeline, their non-current assets include essential items like furniture such as tables, chairs, fans, and a gas stove, as well as a money counter machine and a building located in Mantakak, Pahang. These assets are vital for the smooth operation of the business. On the other hand, their current assets include inventories such as groceries and accounts receivables from catering service, which all directly contribute to their daily operations. Moving on to liabilities, which represents the funds borrowed from external sources. Seller Madeline holds a non-current liability, which a 5,000 micro-vendor loan from Bank Rakyat. They use to purchase furniture and equipment to grow their business. Impressively, the business has no current liabilities, as there are no outstanding payments to suppliers. This reflects Seller Madeline's efficient financial management. Okay, now let's look at equity, which is the owner investment in the business. Madeline started with her own capital ranging between 2,100 to 5,000 as initial investment. Over time, with the help of the 5,000 loan, the business accumulated a total capital of 10,000. This demonstrates Madeline's commitment to building and expanding her business over years. Next is revenue, which refers to the income earned through the business operations. Seller Madeline generates its main operational revenue from daily sales of goods, which they earning approximately RM 1,300 to 1,500 per day. This translates into an impressive monthly revenue of 1,300 to 1,500. Which additionally, the business provides catering service on request, particularly for organizations like Jabatan Perhutanan, which they contributing an extra 600 to 700. Lastly, we look at expenses, which reflect the costs incurred to sustain business operations. For the previous months, Seller Madeline reported spending 1,618 on salaries for 3 workers, RM 518 on utilities and 118 for rentals and 1,600 for stock and groceries.
The recording process of the Seller Madeline. Seller Madeline is his business doesn't need to keep books and account, but they still record of the transaction. For the sale, also financial, they record in the notebook. Eventually, they open a new accounting system which is can calculate of the profit and loss.
So next, we're going to discuss about the strengths and weaknesses of the recording process. The accounting process involves systematically collecting and organizing a business financial data. The aim is to ensure accurate and current financial records, providing a clear picture of the company's Financial standing. Puan Mazlinda used a recording process which have strengths and weaknesses. So, we're gonna talk about strengths and weaknesses of recording process first, Larry Madeline. So, the first strength that we are gonna talk about is financial statement. Financial statements are crucial because they offer insight into a company's financial health, aiding in decision making and promoting transparency. Management use financial statement to make a better decision and manage the company or individual department more effectively. For example, Puan Mazlinda using the recording process because it helped business grow with a better money management, such as financial management. It also helped Puan Mazlinda know either the business having trouble in making decision or getting problem in managing money in the future. Secondly, we are gonna talk about double entry accounting. Double entry bookkeeping is an accounting method where each transaction is recorded in two accounts, one as a debit and the other as a credit. It makes it easier to spot errors and detect fraud. Puan Mazlinda always keep their receipt of purchases for their recording process. This will help Puan Mazlinda know every single transaction as debit and credit. It really helped Puan Mazlinda know what the money using for, how many money used in 1 week to buy expenses for running a business and money from revenue. Move on to the third strength in recording process. We're gonna talk about audit trail. Audit trail means a detailed step-by-step record that allows accounting, transaction detail, or other financial information to be traced back to their original source. It provides a detailed log of user activity, allowing organization to track changes, detect potential fraud, ensure accountability, comply with regulations, and resolve issues. Puan Mazlinda can keep a detailed log of daily activities, making it easier to address any future issues, such as a customer refund request or complaints. For example, if the audit trail serves as proof of whether a customer actually dined at Larry Madeline, based on the receipt number or menu details provided by the customer. So, we are going to move on to the next topic, which is the weaknesses of recording process. Firstly, we are going to talk about estimate. So, some data is based on estimate, which can affect the accuracy of record. An accurate business audit trail is essential because it creates a chronological record of all transactions and activities. This helps businesses quickly spot inconsistencies, ensure regulatory compliance, monitor user actions, and maintain data integrity and accountability throughout the organization. On busy day, especially when things are unpredictable, staff at Larry Madeline may accidentally miscount the revenue. To address this, they often enter an estimate amount, which can lead to discrepancies and affect the accuracy of the record. This is the common weaknesses at any business holder that cannot avoid. Last but not least, we are gonna talk about waste of money. Puan Mazlinda used receipt to record all her business's transaction. She keep all the receipt she received from supermarket or the other store for her purchases. However, as we know, these receipts are printed on standard paper with inexpensive ink, which causes the writing to fade over time and eventually disappear. Because of this, Puan Mazlinda need to photocopy her business receipt to keep a temporary, longer-lasting record. However, the cost of photocopying is a waste of money, as it requires printing hard copies. As a result, she has to set aside certain budget just for photocopying all the document and receipt. So we are gonna end this with the conclusion. To sum up, Larry Madeline, a restaurant owner by Puan Mazlinda binti Mazalan, opened on November 16, 2019. Originally named Lin and Pian Enterprise, it was later rebranded. Puan Mazlinda invested between 2,100 and $5,000 to start the business, which offer meal and catering service. As a sole proprietorship, she is responsible for all profits, losses, and liabilities. Although not required, she maintains detailed record of the business transaction. So here's is the picture of the logos of Slayer Medlin. From the other side, this is the menu that Slayer Medlin sold. Last but not least, we are going to take a look about the banner of Slayer Medlin. Thanks for watching.